Sir, may we ask, parang walang malinaw na banggit about West Philippine Sea, or at least yung arbitral ruling. Ano po ang, basically, one soundbite actually, sir. Anong nilalaman ng resolution natin about promoting peace and stability, sir?
Well, if I may, Mr. Speaker, it's to strengthen the capacity of parliaments. You know, these exchanges between countries. Itong ginagawa po natin na forum na ito, para palakasin po natin ang mekanismo para kung may konting gusot sa ating mga bansa, ay kami na mismo mga membro ng parliamentarians na iba't ng mga bansa na nagkakaroon ng gusot, ay kaya na po namin ayusin, pag-usapan, hanapan ng solusyon itong mga problemang ito. I think that is the theme of these resolutions. And we're not the only one who sponsored this. Actually, Japan, Mexico, Australia, and the Philippines had all of us filed the similar resolutions. And what we want, of course, is peace and stability in the region to promote growth and prosperity for all. Kaya hindi naman na ilagay po dyan ang mga specific na problems katulad ng ating problema sa West Philippine Sea or yung arbitral ruling kasi gusto po natin na katanggap-tanggap po ang resolution sa lahat ng aming mga kasamahan. Walang botohan dito sa forum na ito with the APPF. Ito po ay consensus building. So kailangan may consensus po ang lahat ng mga parliaments about a particular issue. Siyempre kung ilalagay po natin yung issue on the West Philippine Sea dyan, sigurado po may aalma, baka may magalit, and hindi po tayo makakuha ng consensus. What we're trying to do is to get a consensus from all member states. Of course, that does not change our position. My position on the issue is still very strong. As the President said, no, not 1 inch of territory, but at the same time, we are friends to all and enemy to none. So, that is the position. And another resolution also filed by Indonesia, which basically tackles the maritime situation in the South China Sea, West Philippine Sea, is a resolution on maritime security. So, filed din yan ng Indonesia. They're all now in the drafting committee and will be debated in the working groups. So, you are free to observe. May mga meeting po mamaya. I think the schedule is this afternoon with Senator Bato de la Rosa. Kasama po niya ang mga congressmen and other senators that will be debating on these topics and issues. So, at the end of those debates, they will now send a draft to the drafting committee. Senator Lauren Legarda, together with Congressman Defensor, now will shift to all the draft resolutions and try to fix wordings to make it acceptable to all the wordings. So, yun po ang mangyayari. Respect to each and every country. And I have to put this on record. We are very happy that China came with a big delegation. Even the President had met with the President of China in the APEC with the Speaker. So, dialogue should always be there. Constant dialogue and discussions on how we can come up with a common stand on how we will treat one another in the South China Sea, West Philippine Sea issue. So, we're happy that their delegation has come to the Philippines. They could choose not to come, but they came. And therefore, we should accept them with open arms, and we should discuss with them like senior and seasoned parliamentarians on how we can resolve the issue maybe once and for all.
Just how far are you willing to push na manatili yung wording ng UNCLOS, or are you willing to compromise just to get the consensus and take it out at the end of the day, sir?
I think, as the chairman is suggesting, it's premature to suggest any particular position or what we will take. We will have an open mind, but obviously, as I earlier outlined, that we will definitely be very, very much in the position of affirming our previous positions, as already stated. In fact, even highlighting the 1982 Declaration of Peaceful Settlement of Disputes, the Manila Declaration, no? Affirming all peaceful means for settling disputes in accordance to Chapter 6 and Article 3 of the UN Charter, so that we resort to judicial procedures, including arbitration, especially when it comes to disputes concerning the UNCLOS. So that's a very, very major facet, no, of the whole issue at hand. But not to digress, our relations, especially these multilateral relations, are not fixated on one particular issue. In fact, we use this forum to explore other facets of our relationships. Not just, let's say, with China, with respect to the concerns in the West Philippine Sea. There are other issues that involve China. We have trade, we have financial engagements, we have cultural, sports. We have many other facets of the relationship that we'd like to build upon. As the President says, let us not let one issue define the total relationship. There's more to it vis-a-vis the relationship with China and with the other countries. So we try to use this forum as an opportunity to look for common ground and common interests where we can leverage upon, and look for those long-hanging fruits for which we can derive and achieve success, confidence-building measures to bring countries closer, and to foster friendship and deeper mutual understanding of one another, and then we can tackle the more contentious issues at hand.
I'd like to ask lang po, kung meron din po ba mga resolutions na ihahain regarding po sa current global issues, like for example, Israel-Hamas war and other global issues. Meron po ba mga resolution na ilalapag po dito sa APPF?
You know, under our rules kasi, it should be submitted 2 months before the forum. So, these incidents happened earlier, well, closer to the forum date. So wala na kaming tinanggap na resolutions about these issues. So it might be taken up on a personal level later on, but definitely it's not part of the resolutions that were filed 2 months ago.
And last na lang po, Speaker, SP, of course, nakikita po ng mga taong bayan natin, ano po ang pakinabang ng APTF forum sa mga Pilipino, lalo na we know na marami naghihirap na Pilipino. Ano po ang pakinabang po ng APPF? Siguro po, iklaro po natin kung ano yung mga resolution ng APPF, ano po magiging effect po nila sa taong bayan.
Well, unang-una siguro, unahin na natin yung turismo. Without looking at the structure of APPF, yung mga resolutions, having 350 delegates, or all in all, 275 members of parliament na bubisita dito, halos lahat sa kanila first time nila pumunta sa Pilipinas. So syempre kung maganda po ang pag-hosting natin sa forum na ito, pag-uwi po nila, sasabihin po nila doon sa iba't ibang parlamento nila na ang ganda ng Pilipinas, napaka-progresibo, napakabait ng tao, kaya pala mga Pilipino, mahal na mahal ng buong mundo, di ba? So, kanina nga over lunch, sabi nga nila, sikat na sikat ang Pilipino pagdating sa sining ng entertainment, ng pagkain, pagluto, yung mga sa hotel and restaurant industry, sila mismo nagsasabi na they have a very productive Filipino workforce in their country. So, in terms of tourism and promoting the country, this is, I'd say, a very, very important forum for all of us. Number one. Number two, marami po tayong ginagawang trade missions sa iba't ibang bansa na ito. And we're trying to get free trade agreements, FTAs, with these countries. So it's very important na maging malakas tayo sa mga parlamento nila dahil sila po ang magbibigay po nitong mga free trade agreement with our government. So, mahalaga po yan. Bakit? Yung ating mga magsasaka ng pinya, ng saging, ng mangga, ng durian, ngayon we can export to China, we can export to Korea, Japan. Mas magiging madali po ang pag-export ng produkto natin sa mga bansa dahil sa ating pag-ugnayan ng kanilang mga parlamento. Ang mangyayari po, sila na mismo po ang magpo-promote sa atin and to push in their parliaments to come up with closer ties to the Philippines. Kaya napakalaga na we are good hosts. We have to be very good hosts. At the end of the day, pag uwi po nila, they have to come home smiling.